Republicans sounding the alarm on the threat of cartels at the border, even using TikTok to fuel their criminal activity. In a letter to the TikTok CEO, 30 House Republicans claim it appears that via your platform, cartel members are openly glorifying and normalizing illegal behavior and violence to recruit new members, mostly recently American teenagers, requesting info about the company's efforts and whether or not they're cracking down on it at all. Here to react, two of those House members who signed that letter, GOP Iowa Congresswoman Mariannette Miller-Meeks and Florida Congressman Greg Steube. Thank you both for being here. Congresswoman, I'll start with you. Do you have any belief that TikTok will respond to this, will take it seriously? What indication do you have?
Well, first, thank you for having me on, and
you.
happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out
Day.
there. You know, we are certainly hopeful that they will respond. It's a serious issue and a serious matter. When we were at the border in McAllen, Texas, with Ranking Member Katko of Homeland Security, we learned from CBP that cartels were using TikTok to advertise for drivers to smuggle people into the U.S. So we know that the cartels are making tremendous amounts of money at the border, bringing people across, human smuggling. And so we hope that TikTok will respond. As you know, we've already had some issues with TikTok and their ties to the Chinese Communist Party.
Absolutely. That's what I was going to ask you, Representative Steube. You know, former President Trump, said, hey, we're ready to ban TikTok because it's Chinese owned. What do we know about the status of TikTok? Would they have an incentive to actually interdict here?
Well, I signed on to letters during the Trump administration that would, I was agreeing with the president, that would ban TikTok in the United States because of their ties to the Chinese Communist Party. And now with the Biden administration, you're not hearing anything about that.
Yeah.
Anything to do with China just kind of, we're not going to talk about that, kind of disappears. It doesn't mean that that's still not going on. So absolutely, I would hope that the CEO is going to respond to 30 members of Congress. Unfortunately, this may have to wait. Because the Biden administration obviously just wants open borders and is actually allowing these companies that are allowing this to happen to continue and not doing anything about it. Our federal government could shut this stuff down, and the Biden administration is just not doing it.
No, they're not. Congresswoman, we all remember Parlor. It was taken down after January 6th. And then later on, the evidence was it was other platforms that were primarily. Why wouldn't the federal government take seriously the idea that a major platform in our country is facilitating sheer illegality?
Well, exactly. And this is against the, the provisions in TikTok. So this is against what they say is necessary to be a member of their platform. So it should be taken down. We're asking that it be taken down, and we're asking that they look into this seriously. And again, as Representative Steube said, given TikTok's ties with the Chinese Communist Party, this is a really serious matter, and it does put us at risk.
Do you have any evidence, Representative Steube, that this administration will take any of its responsibility at the southern border seriously, that they're really going to wrap their arms around this? I mean, what evidence is there that they would?
There's no evidence that they're taking the crisis at the border seriously. And in fact, it's kind of the opposite. It's almost as if they're allowing this to happen. They say, oh, don't come to the border. But then they say we're going to give amnesty to illegals in our country, which is going to completely incentivize people to come here. They're inhibiting ICE and CBP from doing their jobs, from arresting people, from deportations. So they're actively actually trying to aid and abet the people that are coming across the border, and then handcuffing our own law enforcement and not allowing them to do their job and sending these people back.
It's crazy how far we've come. You mentioned the banning of TikTok because of its ties to the Communist Chinese Party. Now we're just able to send letters to hope that maybe they remove content of cartels, and it's indicative of where we are. But I'm grateful you're doing it. Congresswoman Miller-Meeks and Congressman Greg Steube, thank you so much for being on the program.
Thank you.
You got it.